So, today we're actually gonna have a look at cool guides. And first of all, as I've seen it, so you can see the subreddit in the back, not really in the background, but on the left side there. But as I've at first point, as I've seen it, I was like, wow, it's probably gonna be just so shit. But it is actually pretty cool. There's actually pretty cool things there, and I appreciate that. So, yeah, what is this? I do wonder what this is. So what if I just... It's probably... it's big. It's big. It's big. Because I was actually also searching for the big one. So I know it is big. Amazing. So the first one, different styles of sea stuff, I guess. So what we're having here, we're having strait, archipelago, bay, lagoon, gulf, isthmus, lakes. Even though it isn't... Oh, no, right. Cape, island. I actually really like that. So I'm gonna upvote it. Am I the first one to upvote? No, not really. Anyway, you know. The next one. Common foods before humans domesticated them. This is very interesting, by the way, because I've had a look at wild bananas and they look shit. And they're probably also just really weird to eat. So let's have a look. I'm gonna zoom in so that we all can see shit. Very big, amazing. It's actually also just from a design perspective, it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. 5 common foods before and after humans domesticated them. Wild watermelon. Judging by paintings of the fruit dating to the 17th century, watermelons may have once had seeds arranged in swirly geometric patterns. Modern watermelon, they don't have any fucking seeds and they are bright and yellow. There is more fruit than there is something else. Wild banana. The first bananas have been cultivated at least 7,000 years ago in what is now Papua New Guinea and were stocky and hard. Is it actually stocky? Isn't it like starchy? Or I might be wrong. I'm not quite sure. With large tough seeds throughout the fruit's interior. And now there is fucking no, as you can see here on the right thing there is no fucking seeds. Wild eggplants. They look different. And then we're having wild carrots and wild corn, which one of the most standout examples of selective breeding is North American sweet corn, which was bred from the barley edible teosinte plant. Natural corn was first domesticated around 7000 BC and was thought to have been as dry as a raw potato, which is not cool. Which is really not cool. But yeah, cool thing. It might actually be or get one of my most liked subreddits there. Because actually really a lot of cool things. Imperial versus metric system. No, thank you. It's actually very slow, the whole website thing when I'm recording, unfortunately. Month, day, year, day, month, year. I've never just understood why there's differences, like why don't we use just one system, whether it is the metric or not. I just don't give a shit. But it is a little bit of a fucked up thing. But I mean, if we're having at the rest of the world thing, I mean, I do not want to get political there. I don't want to be like, okay, it's better, but it seems more logical. As they also say, logical, smooth sailing. But I don't give a shit. They are using this, I'm using that. Life hacks. Make any cake mix taste like it was from a bakery. So maybe at this point in time, you're just baking something and it would be pretty cool, maybe. I don't know. So, make any cake mix taste like it was from a bakery. Follow directions on the package. Good idea. Add 1 more egg or 2 for an even richer taste. Replace oil with melted butter and double the amount. Replace the water with an equal amount of milk and mix and bake according to the package. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be way more fatty. I don't know if this is applicable to every type of cake mix, because I don't know, like there must be some that are just already really, really rich in flavor and have a lot of calories, and so you're just bumping up the calories. The only thing that I haven't seen there is just adding more sugar. The Richard Lewis classification of cultural types. This looks pretty interesting. This looks very interesting. I don't know what it is trying to tell me, but it looks very, very interesting. Can you really, indeed just think, is it better like this? Yeah, it's better like this. Think about culture in the way. So apparently we're having logicians, people that are very logical. Then we're having emotional people, and then we're having diplomatic people, apparently. So can you see this? No? Now you can. The logician people. Extroversion, planning, trust. Extroversion. Talk half the time. Planning, plan step by step. Trust, respect institutions. Confrontation, confront with facts. Drive, job-oriented. Information, rely on data, and I do want to have it in this way, actually. Rely on data and stats. Controlled body language. Punctuality, very important. Then the emotional people talk most of the time. Plan just the outline. Look for key people. Confront with emotions. People-oriented, rely on direct info from people. Uncontrolled body language, punctuality, not important. Then the diplomatic people, and then we're going to come to which countries we are finding in these sections. Listen most of the time, look at general principles, use connections, never confront, very people-oriented, rely on both stats and people, subtle body language and punctuality, important. So it is actually a mixture out of the both types. So, and if we're having a look at this stuff right now, can I please? I didn't actually want to do this, but I think it's maybe making things a little bit easier. A bit. So the very diplomats seem to be Vietnam, China. So it's actually a rectangular. No, it's not a rectangular. It's a triangular shape, or a triangle actually. On the left bottom, we're having logicians. On the right bottom, we're having diplomats. On the very top, we're having emotions. So the logicians are Germany and Switzerland. I do wonder where Austria is. Probably also in the same spot, but I don't know. Diplomats is in the right corner, and yes, I've said that. But diplomats are Vietnam, very diplomatic, and then between emotionals and China is from the diplomatic side to the emotional side. China, Korea, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and then very emotional, we're having Mexico, Peru, Colombia. And from logicians to emotionals, starting by the emotional side, we're having Italy, Spain, Brazil, Portugal, Greece, Chile, France, Hungary, Poland, Russia, Croatia, Slovakia, Belgium, Israel, South Africa, Denmark, Ireland, Australia, Norway, Netherlands, and then we're having the United States, whereas the UK, interestingly, is between logicians and diplomats, but on the logician side. Next to it, we're having Sweden, then is Finland, Canada, Spor, Taiwan, and Japan. Very interesting. Very interesting. I didn't know. I mean, I have seen some just truth there. I want to say, I don't really know if I want to say that, but I kind of feel like it. There's so many great guides. Like there's a guide about how to use chopsticks. The last time that I've eaten with chopsticks is a really, really fucking long time ago. Really long time. But I actually like Chinese food when it is not so rich and so just fatty, because it really is then like a stone in my fucking tummy. The guide to overthrowing a country used a lot by the CIA back in the Cold War. What the fuck? Underground activity. Well, I'm just not gonna get into this. Keyhole gardens. About gardening. Character checklist. Pretty cool. The 4 phases of writing fears. How to face your writing fears. Just write. Logical fallacies. Judging all your thoughts, ideas, presuppositions with this chart will help you have a clear mind and better understand the world around you. I wonder what it is all about. But this time I'm gonna make it big. I can't see anything, to be honest. Loaded question, special pleading. The gambler's fallacy, black or white. Appeal to nature, appeal to authority. Well, it is very tiny, so I'm not gonna go through it. With summer approaching, now is a good time to check that your fans are spinning in the forward direction. Forward, for cooling effect during the summer, your fan should run in the forward direction, counterclockwise. This will force the room air down on you, giving you wind chill effect that makes you feel cooler. Reverse, During the winter, your fan should run in reverse clockwise at a low speed. This will gently draw the room air up towards the ceiling and force the warm air down and out towards the wall, avoiding giving you the wind chill effect. Pretty cool, I didn't know that. How long animals live. This is a cool chart. And it is also well designed. And when something is cool and well designed, then I just really appreciate it. But it is really small, so I do actually wonder why it is so slow. There is something that is living just, well, we're gonna come to that. So, wow, I didn't assume that it is gonna be so big. So on the very, very top, we're having a mouse, which is living apparently a year. Then 5 years is living pigeons and foaler tots and something like that. 6 years is living kangaroos. Actually, they're only living 6 years. And squirrels. 10 years, we're having cheetahs, chickens, emus, and the other thing, I don't know. 13 years, dogs. That's it. 15 years, we're having red-crowned crane. I do, by the way, hope that I'm not too fast because it is a little shit, I know. Then we're having channelfish. Apparently also the tiger, grizzly bear, and bobcat. 20 years. I could actually zoom out a little tiny bit and do it manually. I think it is better like that. And make it big. You know what? I'm gonna make it big. Big like a... Yeah, nevertheless. 20 years cow, American bison, southern two-toed sloth, and the rattlesnake. Then 25 years, polar bear and the horse. 30 years, naked mole rat and Burmese rock python or python. 50 years, American alligator, decoy fish, and lobster. 50 years. 45 years, the orangutan. And also 50 years, the Asian elephant, as well as the Andean condor. And bald eagle, Japanese giant salamander, and the radiated tortoise. 60 years, the greater flamingo, green-winged macaw, and tuatara. 58 years, olm. These blind cave salamanders can live to 100 years. Fuck. 79 years, Homo sapiens, human. I don't really agree. At this point in time, we're living longer. But I think as an average, it's probably going to be the right. The oldest record species lived to 120 years. 22 years, I'm sorry. Then 100 years, the Galapagos tortoise, as well as the red sea urchin. This looks like a fucking rock, but we're gonna come to that. Then 130 years, we're having... You can't see that shit, I'm sorry. Freshwater pearl mussel. Or a mussel, I don't know. 140 years, geoduck, which actually looks like a fucking rock. Then we're having 205 years, which is some fish. 200 years, bowhead whale. 272 fucking years, Greenland shark. 250 years, deep sea tube worm. Giant tortoise. 255 years, ocean quahog. 507 years, giant barbel sponge. 2,300 years, black coral. 4,309, and then, which is the last one, I assumed that it actually was this thing, but I thought like, no, it's not gonna be the case. If you can see that, I'm sorry, I think it's better like this. The immortal jellyfish, and it is called Turritopsis dorni. This species can revert from sexual maturity to a sexually immature colonial stage and repeat the process indefinitely. Fuck, man. This is pretty cool. I don't know if I want to do this. Probably not. But it looks cool. It looks pretty cool. I enjoy that. How to self-soothe. No. How to make a mascot of a t-shirt. No. Types of sampling methods. No. This is cool. Well, this is actually a little bit strange. Tips for creating conflict. I don't know if I want to create conflict. But yeah, anyway. Types of opening sentences. There's actually just really a lot of guides. Cousins chart. This is actually pretty cool. Because I never ever know that. I never ever know it. It's pretty interesting to me. So I'm also gonna open it up. So at the very, very, very top, we're having the great-grandparents. Then we're having great-grandparents. And we're having great-grand-uncle and great-grand aunt. Then we're having grandparents and grand aunt and grand uncle. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be so fast. So we're having great grandparents, and we're having grandparents and the grand aunt and grand uncle. Then from the grand aunt and grand uncle, we're having the first cousin, as well as the second cousin and the second cousin once removed, and the second cousin twice removed. Which, first cousin, second cousin. Okay. Then from your grandparents are going to come your parents, then your children, and then your grandchildren. Then there is your siblings, your niece and grandniece and grandnephew. Then you're going to have your first cousin once removed, and third cousin twice removed, which is going to be the child of your first cousin's child. But then if we go back to really big picture, we're going to see the great granduncle, great grand aunt with first cousin twice removed, second cousin once removed, third cousin once removed, and third cousin twice removed. So in the end, it is a fucking amazing thing. This is my point. My point is, this is amazing. Looks cool. The next one is going to be the last one. Amount of clicks to open a bank account. The question is it good or is it bad? I don't know. I thought all onions were the same. I guess not. There's sweet onion, best for frying. We're having red onions. Then we're having white onions. Then we're having yellow onions. And then we're having shallots, which are way milder, yes. Best all-around cooking onion, which is the yellow onion. What is the right onion? Crunchiest and sharpest sing. Best for eating raw is the red onion. I think because it is not so sharp. Also not in the nose and shit. But yeah, pretty fucking cool. I enjoy that. And therefore it's also going to be the end of the episode. So I wish you the best health, of happiness, and also success, and also hope that you're going to remind yourself and you're going to be remembered, which basically means your legacy, basically means just being a nice person and also being remembered as a nice person, which is a pretty cool thing. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to hurry a bit because I want to drive my bike to a place and I don't know how long it's going to take me. Really don't. It's probably going to take me half an hour, but I'm not really sure. Yeah. I wish you best health, of happiness, and I've already said that. 3 other questions that I'm having you are, why are you here, what are trying to change, and what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions hopefully going to show you your purpose and maybe you're in a business, which is a pretty cool thing. And yeah, another question that I'm having you is, what could you do, what could you say, what could you make that's really going to change your life and or the life of other people as well? Pretty cool thing. Keep that in mind. I'm hopefully going to see you the next time. Please stay healthy, please stay cool, and please stay patient. And hopefully going to see you the next time. Very fast, I'm sorry, but I actually gotta have to hurry up a little tiny bit. Shouldn't waste so much time. Bye-bye.